Hey everybody! Welcome to episode 2 of Tea and Trivia with Stu. I am Stu. This is super fun. This is the second time doing this show, and this is just taking a break from your daily routine. Stop work for a bit, stop chores for a bit, and just hang out with me for a few minutes. Learn some fun facts, answer some trivia questions, and ideally, hopefully, you'll learn a few things, impress your friends and family with some interesting facts. Each thing is inspired by major events or big stories that are happening for that week. So, you know what? Just stop what you're doing, pour yourself some tea, and let's say what you know, shall we? Of course, everyone is talking about last night or on Sunday, the biggest story. Of course, is the Oscars. Overall, I thought it was a really good show. I like the concept of having those funny pairs of people throughout the night. Instead of just one host. I thought that was a really successful formula. Obviously very hilarious. I'm not exactly sure why Eminem performed. But you know what? He looked good. It was good to see him out and about being social. And who doesn't like a random moment of nostalgia? So you know what? Good for you, Slim Shady. And of course, I don't know about the Eminem thing, but I do know that I'm so thrilled for Parasite, the big winner of the Oscars. I loved the film. I was a big fan of it. I was thinking about it for days afterwards. So super excited for them. Very exciting to be the very first foreign language film to win the best Oscar in the 92-year history, which is absolutely incredible. So we're super excited, and a huge congratulations to everyone involved who making Parasite such a big, huge hit. And of course, being an Oscar record holder for, I'm sure, time and years to come. So if you haven't seen Parasite, I don't know what you're waiting for. Don't be discouraged because there's subtitles. Trust me, all. It is worth seeing this film. So go see Parasite. You will not regret it. It is so good. But here are a few other Oscar-winning record holders, and let's see what you know, shall we? And don't worry, I'm going to ask a question. I'll sip my tea while you're thinking about that answer, and then I'll give you the answer. And let's just see what you know or what you learn. Do you know which actor, that could be a male or female, holds the record for winning the most Oscars for Best Acting, including films like Lion in the Winter, 1968, and On Golden Pond, 1981. Once again, do you know which actor, could be male or female, holds the Oscar for winning the most Oscars for Best Acting, including films like Lion in the Winter, 1968, and On Golden Pond in 1981? Who holds that Oscar record? Take a moment. I'll have a sip. What are you thinking about? Are you thinking, could it be Katharine Hepburn? It could be the absolute answer. It is Katharine Hepburn. Air high five. Good job, everybody. Here's another one for you. This actor, again, you know, male or female, this actor holds the record for being the oldest actor to win an Oscar at the age of 82 for the role in 2010's The Beginners, winning Best Supporting Actor. Who is it? This actor holds the record for being the oldest actor to win an Oscar at the age of 82. 2010, the film The Beginners, winning Best Supporting Actor. Who holds that Oscar record? Think Sound of Music. Think Christopher Plummer. It is Christopher Plummer. At the age of 82, won the Oscar, which is a pretty awesome record to have. Oh, this is a fun one. Here is one that you might know or not know. So so you know it's a female. She is the first child of 2 Oscar winners to win her own Oscar when she took home that Oscar in 1972. Do you know who it is? Here is one. She is the first child of 2 Oscar winners to win her own Oscar in 1972. Who is it? What are you thinking? Do you know? Think the letter Z. Because it's Liza! Yeah, Liza Minnelli holds that record for having 2 Oscar award-winning parents and then winning an Oscar herself. So there you go. There's a little fun Oscar trivia fact for you. And before we stop talking about the Oscars, because I know everyone's been talking about it, if you've not seen 1917, do yourself a favor, clear your schedule, and make sure you see it in the big theaters because it is meant to be seen on a huge screen, and you'll be doing an injustice if you just see it on a small TV. So don't waste a moment longer. Go see 1917. Super good, but see it on the big screen. Okay, moving on from the Oscars. Another event that's happening this week, maybe you are celebrating it, maybe you are loathing it, you know, maybe you just don't care one way or the other. It's Valentine's Day! Oh, here, listen, a hot tip for anyone planning on buying flowers for their special lady. A recent poll, the majority responded saying they're not a fan of the roses. So you know what? 86 the roses. Be creative. Think outside the box. Maybe get an unusual flower, or why don't you create maybe like a candy bouquet of all their favorite candies? You know, something different. You know, really kind of surprise them this year. And that's your love tip from a very notoriously single person, me. Oh, man. But regardless, happy Valentine's to you. So however you choose to celebrate the February 14th, let's see what you know about Valentine's. First off, a fun fact for you. 1840s, that was the very first Valentine's Day card mass-produced in the United States. Esther A. Howland was known as the mother of the American Valentine. Howland is credited with commercializing Valentine's Day cards in America. She is remembered for her elaborate, crafty cards made with lace and ribbons. So, there you go. Shout out to the mother of Valentine's, Esther Howland. Cheers to you. Now, one of the oldest, if not oldest, recorded on record of Valentine's being sent was a poem by a French duke named Charles to his wife in 1415. He wrote a love note to his lover while imprisoned at just 21 years old. A line in that poem read, "I'm already sick in love, my very gentle Valentine." Now, he was in prison in one of the world's most famous and notorious prisons. It's still standing, and it's a popular tourist attraction. Which prison was the first prison to be a part of the first Valentine being sent out? Maybe you've been there before. It is, ready for it? Another moment? I'll give you a moment. Okay, ready? The Tower of London. Good job! You knew that right away. You didn't know that at a moment. You knew it right away. Tower of London, he was in prison, wrote a poem, included the word Valentine, sent it out, and look at this now. Similar scenarios happening. This is fun. So Valentine's is the second to Christmas in greeting cards being exchanged between family and friends and everybody else in between. So a large part is to Hallmark. Of course, we all know Hallmark. They first produced their first Hallmark card, Valentine card, in 1913. Which classification of people receive the most Valentines over children, over mothers, wives? Who receives the most Valentines? That's a thinker. Think about that. Who might that be? More than kids, more than teacher. Oh, I said the answer. You're right. If you heard me say it, it's teachers. It's teachers. Teachers, which makes sense because really they deserve the most of it. But yes, teachers receive more Valentines than anybody else. So that's super exciting for you. And last one, because you're like, if we talk about Valentine's one more time, I'm over it. Don't get over it. Stick with me. Thanks to Leslie Knope In Parks and Recreation, perhaps you're like, I'm not about Valentine's, I'm all about Galentine's. If that is the case, then perhaps this one is a question you'll know the answer to. What does Leslie Knope serve on February 13th for Galentine's Day to celebrate her girlfriends? What does Leslie Knope serve for Galentine's? You ready? Somebody get me some syrup, because I'm making some waffles! Yes, waffles and Galentine's. So, make some plans this week, call up your gal pals, make some waffles, and live your best week. All right, moving on from that, but I really hope that you have a great Valentine's. However you decide to celebrate, pint of ice cream by yourself with a good movie, someone you love, however, you know what, you do you this week. But take a moment and find someone you care about and just give them a little bit of affection in some capacity. All right, now, last thing, finally this week, not only is the 14th Valentine's Day, it's also National Donor Day. Now, donors are super important. There's no better way to express love than offering up a kidney or a lung, because really that's the ultimate way of saying, I love you. So ultimately, here's some things that you should know about. And plus, we have 2 of them, so don't be selfish. Help out people. They need it. Here's some interesting facts for you about this. I was surprised to learn. 36,528 transplants were performed in 2018. 36,528 transplants performed in 2018. Wow. 95% of U.S. adults support organ donations. I'm one of them. Only 58% are actually signed up to be donors. I'm not really the best at math, but I can tell that math is way wrong. So, if you're not a donor, think about it. Strongly encourage you to be a important member of the community of offering your organs to those who need them when the time is right. Crazy fact, every 10 minutes, another person joins the need for having one of your lungs any capacity. So every 10 minutes, another person is joining the wait list for a donor, which is 113,000 men, women, and children are on the National Transplant Waiting List as of last year. 113,000 men and women, children on the National Transplant Waiting List as of last year. Y'all, they need your donations. Share these things. But here, I'll end on this trivia question for you. One person can donate up to 8 life-saving organs. 8! Do you know all the organs that you can donate? I'll give you a second. I'm going to sip this tea while you're thinking about your organs. Your heart. 2 lungs. Yes. Liver. Here's a surprising one for me. The pancreas. What? Pancreas. 2 kidneys. And also, didn't think about this one, the intestines. Heart, lungs, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and intestines. Y'all, we got those things. Help out someone who needs them. Join that donor list. But anyways, listen, I hope that you had a good time. I hope you took a break from whatever you're doing. Now, get back to it. Reality's calling. But I really hope that you enjoy this week. Thanks so much for watching this. I appreciate your support, taking a little bit of time hanging out with me and watching this little show of mine. I hope you learn some things to dazzle your friends, your family, your coworkers. If you want to hit the subscribe thing, because I do plan on doing this once a week. So you know what? Hang out with me every week just for a quick 15-minute break would be super fun for me. But join, subscribe. That would be 2 scoops of awesome sauce. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, on Stewpendous Productions, that would be 3 scoops of awesome sauce. That's a lot of awesome sauce for everybody. But thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate it. Enjoy your week. I hope it is filled with peace, love, bear hugs, and a whole lot of candy. Bye everybody. Thanks so much. Here's to you.